Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is a reading for Cancer. It is a relationship reading, but I will bring up, anything else. There goes a deck of cards. I will bring up anything else I see. So let's see what's coming in. I'm going to lay a foundation of oracle cards. Clarify with the tarot. What does Cancer need to know? Come out first. Ooh, someone here has taken the lead. Got a person going to take control of a situation here. Yep. I see abundance coming in with this as well. Now this card generally on its own is about someone who doesn't see or recognize they control things. But in this situation, it's someone actually taking control of a situation, taking the lead. Okay. And we have awaiting results. So some of you may be waiting. You have a person here waiting for someone to take the lead, and you may be thinking it's time to take control of this situation yourself because of waiting results. Look there's that lead. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is someone who's been kind of stuck, but it is a person here who is learning something as well. And this person, I feel, knows they need to take the lead. Because to me, I am seeing where the person who's doing the waiting results, trying to figure out what's going on here, may be thinking of taking the lead. So if you took the lead in this situation, I feel like it's kind of like waiting, that you should probably wait for results. Let this person, because they're learning something here. Yeah, let this person take control. And the reason is because when somebody comes in and takes the lead, then you know generally that they are interested, that it's something that they want. And you can see giving and receiving. See, it's kind of like letting go of control for someone here, letting the other person take the lead. But it's like, I'm getting the vibe that both people are waiting. So this is someone who knows, and it's about reaching out, hoping that you're going to reciprocate. Interesting energy. Cancer. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Joy and stability, giving and receiving. Someone here has definitely learned something, and I do feel it is someone who's been a little bit stuck. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, but this is an energy of moving towards joy and stability here. But it's about taking control, taking the lead, but not controlling the whole situation. And that's a part of this here. Take the lead. Why is this here? Yeah, you have someone who's fantasizing and romanticizing. They know there's opportunity. They know a good thing when they see it. Yeah, someone here is definitely in that energy. Yeah, see, it's all about things going in their favor. Somebody wants things to go in their favor. But I'm going to tell you, because of this here, it's popping into my head. It's about letting and it looks like the masculine. It doesn't have to be, but it certainly looks like it is. So it has to do with a whole new cycle. And I do see during this waiting, this is someone learning something. They're seeing you in a positive light, okay? Because it is about control, and it is about when one person takes the lead, they're trying to control things. This is the way the other person feels. And I do get the vibe this is someone who doesn't let anyone kind of control their decisions. So this is where someone's seeing someone in a very positive light here. Yeah, and this is when you know they want it to go in their favor when they're taking the lead. But it's definitely an energy of both people. Yeah, look at that. See, this is someone who's been kind of waiting for the other person. Now, if you took the lead, you see, with this masculine energy, if you take the lead with this person, they feel like you're trying to control things. But you can see they've learned something, or they're just cluing in here. So they are going to, because this is something that they want. They see opportunity. They're fantasizing and kind of romanticizing a little bit possibly here, but they know a good thing when they see it. Both of you. This is the interesting thing. Let's have a look at the lead. Yeah, and you can see there's people here. This person's learning something, maybe talking to people, but they've been kind of stuck. They're not moving. And it is a little bit of protection too, where they're in that energy. But you can see there's people, there's something very positive coming out of this. People saying good things about you, probably vice versa too here. But I really like the fact that it's about being generous and giving. This is someone hoping you're going to reciprocate. I feel like they're talking to people. They're learning things here. Yeah, so they're going to take the lead. They're going to take control of the situation, but it's letting them think they're in control. You see, because I do think this is someone who's been kind of waiting for some kind of results, maybe some kind of news or talking to people here. But there is some sort of opportunity possibly here too. Some sort of get together or gathering. So it's possible that this person's waiting for something. There it is, equal give and take. But this person definitely wants to reach out. It's whether or not you're going to reciprocate. I feel like they feel it's going to be positive. You see, this is where I feel it's like they need to know there's going to be results. Put it that way. Oh my gosh, the joy and stability. What an interesting, yeah, we have a single person here. They are single. I do feel this person's stable. See, joy and stability, finding out someone's stable. Someone who takes care of themselves, but you can see they want to reach out. And I do feel they've been talking to people, kind of back and forth. Yeah, they're learning something here. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups. Yeah, see their pride. See, it's about their pride. Little bit of ego here, but it's planning, preparing, being able to provide. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're waiting for something. I mean, it could be money coming in because there's windfall of abundance, good luck, timing, something about the timing here. So this is a person who's hoping for success. Planning, preparing, hoping for success, but it's about pride. See, it's where their pride comes in. Yeah, I think this person, I'm going to tell you, this is an energy of providing. And I do feel it's about being generous too. So they're just kind of learning something here. Yeah, see, it's about two people connecting. And you can see this is someone who kind of takes a little step back and kind of looks at the situation. They know a good thing when they see it. But you can see there, at some point here, this person wasn't sure it would go anywhere or that you were really interested. This is often a person who has options and they get a lot of attention and often gets chased. Very attractive, very charming. Yeah. But the interesting thing is this person, it's their pride that makes them want to take that lead. But they do get chased. So you can see they're just kind of waiting for something here. Yeah, they are kind of used to being chased. But like I say, I feel as if this is somebody, if you were to chase after this person, they may not reciprocate. They may not even reply to a message. They'll just kind of stop moving with that 4 and not budge. So interesting energy. Tell me more about this person. What else do you need to know? Yeah, see, they've been holding back. They want to ask you out, and I feel like you've been waiting for results, but they've been kind of holding back a little bit here until they learn something. And you may have people that you could travel in the same social circle or live in the same community. Tell me about that 3 of Cups. This is someone who, I'm going to be honest, they could have other options. But they know a good thing when they see it, okay? Yeah, there it is. Planting the seed, coming in right. See, an offer. It's about starting it. Let this person start it because then you know that they're truly interested, especially if there's people chasing them, interested in them. See, they kind of like the chase a little bit too, to be honest. Yeah, but it's all about being the leader. It's like who's taking the lead. So if you actually took the lead at some point, this person feels that you're chasing after them because of what they can provide. So interesting, and they hold back, but they really are interested because this is where they want to ask you out. But they're kind of just holding back just a little bit. But there it is, the Ace of Pentacles. See, it's about being generous. See, because this is what they want, because then they know when they take the lead, and you're not chasing. See, they know a good thing when they see it. So this is someone who gets chased a lot. And it doesn't, like I say, a lot of chasing, but it never really goes anywhere. It's never really successful. But it's all about their pride. Tell me about the 6 Pentacles. Yeah, so this is someone who's been there, done that too. But I do feel this is when this person makes a decision. I see momentum, gaining momentum, making a move. And I do see this is somebody who actually is kind of busy too. Possibly a lot going on. But it's about receiving. And I feel like you're going to receive here. Yeah, but I do feel it's somebody who's busy. They get a little overwhelmed. They often get a lot of attention, and sometimes it's unwanted attention. So, yeah, but you can see there's a movement gaining momentum. But with the been there, done that, if you chase this person, they've been through this before. You see, this is somebody who knows. Because of this scroll here, it's learning. See, they're not moving until they know. Yeah, they're going to take the lead, though. You can see this energy of manifesting. See, this is often a person who feels they're being manipulated too. People chasing after them. So if they pick up that vibe, they likely, if you were to take the lead, they feel like they're being manipulated. But I do feel this is an energy also of manifesting. See, it's about someone who has everything they need to provide, but it's about both of you. Yeah, giving and receiving. I really like this because, this is somebody feeling really positive about this after this point here. See, they want it. They're building the foundation. So I do feel they've learned something here. They have all the tools, the information, everything they need to know. But this is someone who's been there, done that. They've been manipulated before. But it's also this energy of somebody who comes in quickly out of the blue. But the interesting thing is that's what they're going to do, is it's going to come in quite suddenly here. So let's have a look at that energy. Yeah, see, this is an energy of, see, where somebody might even avoid somebody here. But this is about taking time to get to know someone, growing closer. It's all about coming together and forming a bond. See, they've been gathering up info, talking, more than likely talking to people, for some of you anyway. But it's all about taking what they've learned and applying it to the situation. And this is, the 6 of Swords is cerebral energy. It's talking, thinking. It's listening. But it's all about what they've learned, having all the information. They want to get to know you. So you see, someone may have, if some of you reached out to this person and they didn't reciprocate, this is likely why. Let them take the lead. Wow. Interesting energy. Tell me more about this person. I'm going to grab this other deck here. What is this person's actual intentions? Cancer. What is this person's actual intentions? Yeah, truth and victory, to have a victory, win-win for both people. See, but they're seeing the light here. So, because they have learned something, they're seeing the light, the truth. But this person's hoping for a victory. They will ask you out. It's when they're ready. And that's what I feel. I do think this is someone who's quite busy. Yeah, and you can see there's the energy of moving forward calmly and peacefully, things calming down. So and it's funny because I like I say, this person's really busy. They may have a lot going on. But I do feel it's about moving into calmer waters, waiting for things to calm down. So because of the Wheel of Fortune, it's something to do with timing. Yeah. And if you are the person who reached out to this person, the timing may have been a little bit off, you see? Because it's almost like this person wants to go about something the right way. I get the vibe. The King of Wands is a person who generally is a leader, a natural born leader. And they're also very creative, sometimes very busy. Yeah, but it's not somebody who generally moves slow. Tell me about the King of Wands. What else do we need to know about this person? Yeah, this is someone who's released things that no longer serve. But the interesting thing is there's hope. This person sees, they see opportunity. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is somebody who's chased after someone before, after they took the lead and then they didn't reciprocate. Really interesting. But this is a person who, this is everything they could ever want. This person's popular too. I feel they get a lot of attention. They're popular, kind of the life of the party. People generally really like this person. But they could be looking at that with yourself here too. But it is about the star, hope. They're kind of, this person's kind of, going to be honest, they're a little bit dreamy too here. But it's all about whether the feelings are mutual. This is the whole point. And there could be talking to people, mutual friends. Let's have a look at the star. Yeah, see, it's all about patience. See, it's about, this person is like it's all about what you're interested in. See, whether the feelings are mutual, if you're actually interested in them for the right reasons, or if you're interested in somebody else. But it's about all this learning and applying what they've learned to this situation. I do think it's about being able to talk and be able to communicate. It's about, like, I feel having something to say. But it's an energy of hoping this pays off. Yeah, they're learning something here, but they're also letting go of something. It could be someone releasing all their options too, because they know a good thing when they see it. So this could be why. They're just cutting people out, or just, leaving them behind here, avoiding other people. Yeah, but they're learning something here, that's for sure. Tell me about that Six of Swords. I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone, some sort of offer, invitation to start something. It's solid, reliable. It's often a person who's paying for something. There could be a trip here. Now, if this is somebody at a distance, like I say, it takes a lot of planning, preparation. Tell me about that Six of Swords. Yeah, so this is somebody here in between two worlds. So it's a life path, choice, decision. It's about going down this path. And this is there's the world there. That's what this card's all about. Between two worlds, choices, opportunities, which way to go. But it all has to do with truth and victory. So I really feel like with the star here, this person has been enlightened and probably talking to someone. So they've been kind of holding back and waiting. I don't know if there's something about long distance or travel involved in this. Choices, life path choices, decisions. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. See what else. Yeah, see, it's all about planning, preparing, coming in right. See, they want this to be successful. But I wouldn't be surprised if this is somebody busy, working a lot. And when this person comes in, it's going to be a bit of a shock. Look at all these cards coming out. See, this is about being emotionally available. This is a person who's quite kind, compassionate, but I feel what it is, it's about whether you truly care about this person, if you're truly interested for the right reasons, because they do get chased because they can provide. So interesting, but there it is. This is about coming in right. It's about harmony. Yeah, harmony here. Very nice. And you can see the King of... See, this is an energy of cooperating, compromising, what you bring to the table, but it's about going down this path. See, this is somebody who's kind of been there, done that. So I do feel they've been holding back, not so sure they want to go down this path. But they are somebody who's emotionally mature and available too. And you can see there's been thinking and learning, and this is where they kind of level up. But it definitely, and if this person finds out you truly are interested for the right reasons, because they're learning things. But see, it's about whether to invest in this or just to move on. That's what I feel too. But they want to go down this path. And this is where it comes in out of the blue. This actually came in first. Some sort of shock, surprise. They're talking to people, finding something out. So they're kind of shocked. But I don't think you're going to see this coming, because especially if you've been waiting. This is the person, see, taking the lead. They're very creative. See, this is a very creative. They're creating opportunity is what I feel. But it's about two people who build each other up. But I feel like this is someone who's got people here who are building them up. You know, this is about the lead, and you can see they're looking at something. This is someone who's been married before or been in a relationship, or maybe they haven't taken it to that level. It's very possible with this, but it's about going down this path. It's about the things you have in common, compatibility, taking time to get to know each other. See, it's learning. This is a person who's rushed into something before, because they do like the chase. So I do feel there's definitely that emotional maturity here as well. But the interesting thing is they're looking at this. Justice and harmony, you know, is this the right thing to do? It's like they're almost like they're second guessing themselves. But I mean, this is a person here who's, like I say, been there, done that. It's about going down that path again. Yeah, there it is. Gaining momentum. See, momentum, movement, talking, communicating. So they're kind of looking at that energy. And it's funny because it's about giving and receiving. See, this is a person who's been very generous before, possibly been taken advantage of. But I think you're going to be, what they're finding out and learning is the things you have in common. They're talking to people. You know, skills, what you bring to the table. Just the things that you have in common in general. But it's about creating this opportunity. And I do feel this is what it's all about, creating the opportunity. And it's all about timing things just right here. But they are going to make a move. And I do see this coming in suddenly. If you took the lead for this person, they were probably kind of like, yeah, been there, done that. This isn't going to go anywhere. They're not really interested. This is almost like this person, I mean, really interesting the way the cards come out. Tell me about this Eight of Wands here. Yeah, so there's a little confusion, things that are unknown. But it's about going deep within their feelings and emotions. This could be somebody who gets a little overwhelmed. If you reached out to this person, and that's what it's looking like. They've been there, done that, chased. But this is someone who's rushed into a relationship before. So I feel this is someone who's learned to take it slow, take more time to get to know someone, to learn a little bit before they come rushing in. But interesting energy. This is somebody here, it's all about that confusion, illusion. Yeah, it's about things that are unknown. But it's about feeling a little emotionally overwhelmed. I'm going to tell you, this person wants this. I mean, we've got the King of Cups here. This is a person who truly wants someone who loves them for who they are, not just what they can provide. Yeah. Tell me more about this person. You can see they've experienced some of these things before. So there they are. See, it's all about being calm. It's all about taking a step back, seeing things from a different light, because they've learned something. And I do feel possibly they got married friends. Yeah, they're learning something here. But it's all about coming in right, doing things different. You're probably different than the usual type, but a lot of it is doing things differently than they've done before, not rushing in. So this person's kind of, to be honest, doing a lot of thinking here. But they are that leader. But we know temperance is an energy of someone who avoids anything that could end up being a disaster. Because I feel this is something that's happened to them before. And I do think they get chased a lot because of what they can provide. So they're kind of, you know, it's a little test. They're going to reach out, a little test to see if you're interested. Interesting, yeah. This is someone who's been pinned down by their thoughts. I do feel this is someone who's taken a break from dating. But it's about clearing things out, maybe even from a past relationship here. But they've been thinking and just lying there, very dreamy, fantasizing, laying there at night. This person. Oh, Cancer. See this? And you might be feeling a little confused. Like, why is this person not reaching out? Why are they not making a move? Because this person, you know why? Because this person's someone who felt beat up. See, feeling overwhelmed. This is about putting something behind before starting something. Yeah, but look at that. They're going to come in. It's going to come. You see, they're just putting something behind. But this is someone who kind of gave up on love. And somebody truly caring about them for who they are, not what they can provide. So it does look like this is somebody who has ended a relationship or been in some kind of commitment. Yeah, but it's all about putting that best foot forward, planting the seed. You can see the towers here, so it's like rebuilding, maybe rebuilding their life. But it's all about coming in right. This is somebody truly thinking about marriage and commitment again. And I do think this is somebody with the King of Cups has a love of home, family. See, it's all about caring, nurturing, kindness, being emotionally available. So this is somebody here, maybe they just weren't emotionally available if you reached out to this person. But there it is. It's coming in. You may not see it coming. Look at that. Kindness, compassion, strength. Somebody who cares. Yeah, they are definitely someone who, this is like I said before, when you let them take the lead, then you know they're confident that they truly want this. And I do think this is a person who's thinking about marriage again after putting something behind, but it's definitely a person who was a little overwhelmed, something, and it could have been the timing of this situation, but a very busy person and emotionally overwhelmed. Interesting. But it's all about them. When they feel confident, then you know. So they are taming that beast within themselves. See, this is a person who generally moves quick. They might even commit very quickly, move in together, all these kinds of things, you see. So interesting. But yeah, this person's, yeah, they definitely are someone who longs for love. See, they long for love, like real love, not just somebody who's interested in what they can provide. So this person's definitely, I feel, kind of rebuilding something, their life because of that tower. But it's about starting things off on the right foot, building a solid foundation. And there's things that they're learning about themselves, I feel, here too. Taming that beast within themselves. But they feel confident, so they definitely long for love. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone who shows you they like you, gives you a little gift. But the interesting thing is we have the Ace of Pentacles here and the Ace of Pentacles here, which tells me you may be the person who reached out to this person and tried to start something here. And it's possible at that time the tower had just come down. They were shocked, surprised, overwhelmed. They know a good thing when they see it. So this is telling me they really do want this. But it's all about someone giving someone a gift or doing something nice. See, they're reminiscing too. This is person, because of this, see, they're looking back and reminiscing about a relationship. They felt pretty beat up here. Yeah, see, overwhelmed, beat up. Obviously, something didn't go well. But it's about putting that best foot forward. So I do think this is somebody going to come in right. Yeah, you might not see this coming, though, like I say. And if you are in that point where you're feeling kind of confused, you don't know what's going on, why this person's not reciprocated, because why is here. But see, they're questioning this too. Why? Why is this person suddenly interested in me? What is it they want from me? This is someone who's probably been taken advantage. Now, you can flip the energy however you need here, but like I say, when this person feels confident and they come in, then you know they're confident that they truly want this. And if you are feeling that same way, feeling like giving up on love, you know, but this actually truly could be quite lovely. Yeah, it's also about their stability. See, being financial. See, they're building their finances. This person may have suffered a financial loss at some point because they're looking back feeling beat up. And I'm going to be honest, this is somebody who I feel has buried themselves in work a little bit or a lot because of being able to provide. See, it's about being able to provide. So they are financially stable. But it's possible at this point, this is someone who only had enough for themselves. They couldn't provide. They are a provider. There's no doubt. But I do think this is someone who's been taken advantage of. So I do see that energy of playing it a little bit safe here. Yeah, the King of Pentacles likes to plan, prepare, and look ahead. So this person's grounding themselves. Really, this person is definitely someone, it's almost like they've gone through some kind of change because of this crossroads life path decision. I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone, I'm going to For some of you, maybe a bit of a midlife crisis energy is the vibe I get. Because if this is someone where a relationship ended and they had to provide for that person, they can't provide for someone else because they are a provider. Yeah, they are somebody who, and it could be because they'd like to be in control. So this person's definitely, it's not just about you and this person, it's about their past. Because they're looking back at this feeling beat up. They work very hard to become successful. So there's a lot, there it is. There's the learning. See, they're learning something and they're curious too. They want to get to know you. They want to know more things. But like I say, this is someone who still kind of wants to maybe know a little bit more. And it's hard to say where this is at. Everyone's path and timing is a little different. But yeah, they're taming that beast within themselves. And it's also telling you to tame that beast within yourself, Cancer. Okay, they may have been a little confused. If you decided to message this person out of the blue, maybe you crossed paths with them somewhere and you took interest, you liked what you've seen. I mean, they look charming. They look like someone who's popular. People really like this person. So like I say, there's a lot of getting a lot of attention. And a lot of it, they get a lot of unwanted attention too. But they do want this. And I do feel once they feel confident when they know, it's also doing, you know, the person learning, making sure that you're not in a relationship, that you're single. So I do feel this is someone who has people who are interested in that may have even been married, stepping out on a relationship. But I don't feel like it's this person so much. I feel like it's more all the things that they're learning. But it's about wanting to actually be in a real relationship again. This is someone who's had some time in between here. So there you go. There's still things they want to know, but it's the curiosity. It's like why you're interested. You see? But they do want this victory. They want it. They've been holding back. They want to ask you out. So it's just about letting them take the lead. And I feel the advice is there's a lot of things that you don't know that this person probably would want to tell you. There's things that need to be learned here about each other. So I do think this is someone who's much more cautious than they usually would be. I mean, we know the King of Wands is that natural born leader, bold and confident, and they just kind of go for it. But I feel at some point here they weren't as confident. So take care. And and as I said, it's telling you to keep yourself busy while you're waiting if you're truly interested in this person. And it is possible too, you could have multiple opportunities. You may have other opportunities coming in, because if there's been a little time in between, they're definitely making sure that you're still single here. But you can see manifesting, they have everything they need. See, it's about being able to provide. But they are someone who's been manipulated before. So like I say, they're being a little careful here. Yeah. Interesting. This is quite the reading. This is quite the person. Someone who's truly learned. You know, they've truly learned. Mm-hmm. But they are definitely somebody who, when they commit, they commit. But they're actually thinking about that again. Take care. Bye for now.